Hello everyone, and welcome back to the third video in this plugin development series, in which today I'll be showing you how you can create your very first event. The event I'll be creating today is a block break event, which listens to anything that a player does regarding breaking a block. So let's get started in this. What we first want to do is create a new events package, similar to how we created the commands package. Right click it, create a new Java class, in which case I will call this one block break. Once we're in this class, all we simply need to do is type implements, listener, and make sure that you implement the one from org.bucket.event or this will not work. Once you do that, we want to go into the class and type @event handler, and then simply type public void, and then you can name this however you wish. However, I choose to name it similar to the name of the class, so on block break. And then inside here is when we can specify what event we want to listen to. So I will type block break event, and then we type event, or name this however you want. Once we're in here, we can then access all the information regarding the event, such as the block that was broken, the player that did it, if it was cancelled, and if it was dropping any items. For the purpose of today's video, all we're doing is stopping the player from breaking any blocks. So to do this, we'll simply type event.setCancelled true. And all this will do is when a player attempts to break a block, this event will be called. It will look inside here and it will cancel the event. An important thing to note is that if there are any other plugins on the server which may be cancelling events, we want to type @event handler and in brackets ignore cancelled, and if you wish to continue with the event regardless, type false, which is the default, or if you want to follow that and say WorldGuard cancels the break event, type true. This will mean that if the event has been cancelled by another plugin or another event, we don't want to run this because it's been cancelled previously. Now all we need to do is go back into our tutorial class. Just below the command, type bucket.getPluginManager.register events. In here, we want to specify our event, which is the new block break, and then specify the plugin that we're registering the event to, which is this. Now all that's left to do is compile the plugin and put it on our server, and I'll see you over on Minecraft. So now the plugin's been compiled and put onto the server, we can then test if it is working. So all we need to do is try and break a block, which we can see the event is successfully being called and cancelling the event. So we can't cancel anything regardless. If we break this bottom block, it won't fall because in the eyes of Spigot, the event is being cancelled, which means that nothing will happen. Another thing we can do with this is if we head back over to our IntelliJ, go back into the block break, we can send a message to the player telling them which block they tried to break. This is pretty useless, but it's a good indicator to see what you're doing. So we can see that you broke, then add event.getBlock.getType. And once we compile this and put this on the server, we'll see this message is sent to the player for each block they tried to break. So now we're back on Minecraft, we can test our change and see if it works. So we can see when we try and break it, it sends us you tried to break cut sandstone, terracotta, sand, smooth sandstone, torch, cactus. So this shows us that we can control events, get information from events, and handle them however we wish, depending on what we write in these event classes. And that concludes today's video on how to create your very first event. Please make sure to subscribe and like the video if you enjoyed, and thank you very much for watching.